And whatever else you said, you can go ahead and throw all of that out the window. Or you can shove it somewhere. I don't even care where you shove it because I'm not paying. I'm not. YouTube, what is going on with y'all? Welcome. I go by Ishyabui. For all my returning people, thank you for coming back. Today we have another episode in our God of War Ragnarök series. Now, in the first episode that we just had, we got to the thumpers real quick. We got Odin and Thor in our crib. I got suplexed out of the crib. Almost got beat up within an inch of my life. Died, came back. Actually, I got resurrected by Thor just so I could get my butt whooped again. But like, I was giving them thumpers too. I was really, you know what I mean? I was really laying down law. Straight law. But per usual, we got into some mess because of our son. Apparently, he's been poking his nose too deep into places that he don't need to, and he's getting unnecessary attention. But that's my son's son. That's my mini me. I gotta protect my babies. Let's just go ahead and get into it, dog. How have y'all been? How's your day? Hopefully it's been going well. Hopefully y'all done got some good grub in. I'm actually feeling a little hungry. Okay. And by the way, before we get too far into it, I just want to address the little the elephant in the room. If you haven't seen it yet, if you haven't acknowledged it, I would like you to acknowledge the new hairdo and how crispy it looks. And this is with no cut. So imagine I come up on the next vid with a cut, looking like your auntie's new boyfriend. You feel me? I said too much. My bad. My confidence up. Confidence is through the roof right now. You understand, right? You get it? Telling me to shut up and play the game. I deserve that. Urgent. I get it. I went too far.
Fimbulwinter wore down all the helpful magic we acquired, yet somehow new terrors only flourish. As if aren't you? Oh, that was like it hurt.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. We're gonna grab that. And I remember there was a certain part here.
Kill Winterman.
Yup, you got it. Wonder who they mean.
I do remember that there was a part at the end of our last episode that was giving me a hard time. We gonna hop in there.
Brother, no!
Okay, I gotta give it like 2 to 3 more tries. Cause we did this in the last game. You know what I'm saying? Beat up somebody that we wasn't supposed to beat up. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta get the fingers back right. You feel me?
Isn't it nice how Fimbulwinter wore down all the helpful magic we acquired, yet somehow new terrors only flourish?
Okay. All right, we just gonna.
Fuck you!
Ooh, new meta? New metal? No way! No way! You love to see it. You love it. You love to see it. You know, sometimes things like that just make my heart smile, you know? Being able to efficiently put in pain like that makes me feel nice.
He has gotten rather good at that. Yet another grisly scene.
Oh my gosh.
Do not worry about me.
Nope. Nope. You're done. Golly, bro.
Brother, get up, brother.
I gotta watch out for them like ice screams. Oh my gosh.
Whoa! That looks cold!
Goodness, bro. We're going to grab that. Run over here, grab this. And we good. Let me just look around real quick before we get into all this.
I've seen my share of bloodshed, but this is an awful lot for one more.
What the?
Brother!
What? 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 Who is this?
Stalker! On your guard, brother! I think we found our predator!
Yo, centaur butt. I don't know where you at. Yeah. Get dropped off. Oh! You thought you was gonna hit him, sir? Oh my God.
Boards are glowing. Might be a weak point.
Yeah. We don't care nothing about weak points. We getting straight fisticuffs right now.
On your right.
That didn't hit your antlers. That ain't hit your antlers. There we go. Yeah. Crank that. Crank her.
Just bloody tears it. Fimbulwinter Freya, the raiders, Dornodin barging in, and now Stalker.
She stood no
Freya.
chance.
This is no safe haven anymore.
Frozen Flame. Upgrade the Leviathan Axe. And I got me some health. Runic attacks. You like that? Okay.
Father, the shield Mom gave you.
Thor damaged it. But now,
Perhaps the dwarves could take a look at it.
perhaps, later.
Come on, we can get in this way.
I thought he just like, you know, like
Why are we here,
deconstructed it.
Okay. You remember all those shrines we found, telling the stories of giants?
Mm-hmm.
The panel on the left would be their origin, and the panel on the right would be their fate.
Yes, we found many. I have seen them.
Well, there's more to them than we realize.
What you saying, boy? What was the reason of this? Okay, there's a
Well,
people
the
right
black
there.
pillar is new, but the shrine is just on the other side.
Yup, just yank that.
That should help.
Boom. And then we just gonna yank that over.
There we go. Come on.
Things collapsing on a regular basis in these parts.
Fimbulwinter wears down all things, even stone.
Let me do a little bit of looting and exploring. Gots to do it. Let me see what we got going on in here. Okay, nice little chest.
How
Forged
do you always know
iron.
how to find those?
You just gotta use your eyes, son. Just gotta use your eyes. Sometimes curiosity isn't a bad thing. Okay.
You watching?
Ooh. So is that some type of door?
Well, that's new.
Come on.
Atreus, wait!
Yeah, I don't think he's waiting.
Yeah, I think you should know better than to assume that he was going to do that.
What is this, lad?
Well, we didn't
Where are we?
Somewhere only giants were meant to see.
came into the
These shrines tell
Doomverse.
their stories to the world. But it turns out the real stories, the secret stories, those they kept here, inside. You remember the story of Skull and Hati, the wolf giants?
Mm-hmm.
Odin captured them because he thinks it'll help him control when Ragnarok starts.
I remember.
But that's not the whole story. See, this shows the giants setting Skull and Hati free.
They're free. Is this the past or the future?
Depends when you're looking at it.
Spoken like a giant.
See?
Fair.
The wolves are safe. Somewhere in Vanaheim.
Not the first place Odin would look, I suppose.
There they are, chasing the sun and moon.
Old habits.
Until, look, the moon gets stolen. Somehow,
The moon got
See?
stolen.
Hati's got nothing to chase.
And they say celestial theft is a victimless crime.
Not totally sure who this is, but someone comes along and rescues the moon. And then the moon blocks out the sun.
A total eclipse. I haven't seen one of those in 100 winters.
But then they chase an arrow, and things go back to normal.
What does any of this have to do
We're
with...
coming to that.
Yeah, I'm just as confused as you are, Kratos.
Look, here's Ragnarok. Do you see who's leading the armies against Odin? That's Tyr. If he's gonna be around at Ragnarok, that means he's gotta be alive.
I mean, that might be Tyr.
Can this be?
It might not
Odin
be.
told me he killed Tyr, and he trusted me at the time, or so I thought.
What if he didn't kill him? What if he's just had him locked up somewhere all this time?
We are back to ifs. Enough.
Wait,
We are going home.
wait! I have one more thing to show you. It's just out here.
Okay. I'll follow your lead. What's up? Okay, I guess I gotta do it. Like I gotta do everything else.
What is this?
Everything I found. Well, almost everything.
What is that?
That's giant craftsmanship. You've been to Jotunheim again?
No, I found it in one of the other shrines.
Other shrines. How many have you visited?
Well, all of them? All the ones I could still get to in Midgard anyway. I don't know what it is,
I mean,
but it's important. Just like all this.
like part of me wants to get mad at you for doing all this extra stuff, but like I'm glad for what you have
I
found,
couldn't tell where.
at least.
There are hints inside the other shrines. They mention black smoke and the bleeding earth. But we can never figure out exactly.
We.
Yeah, it hasn't been a week lately.
Sindri's been helping me. Look, I talked him into it. It wasn't his idea.
And none of y'all decided to
I
tell
just
him.
needed someone to watch my back.
You needed somebody to watch your back and you didn't recruit your father. Your
Black
pops.
smoke. Bleeding earth. Could the prison be in Muspelheim?
Unlikely. Odin's got no presence to speak of in the primordial realms. But the Bleeding Earth? Sounds like a mine, aye.
The realm of the dwarves, perhaps.
Svartalfheim, that's a good bet. Their mines did belch black smoke, and Odin's had his thumb on the dwarves for a very long time.
That's it then. Tyr's in Svartalfheim somewhere, imprisoned in a mine. So, what now?
Home.
Yeah, I don't know why you thought this was gonna be some type of adventure mission. We're not going on this mission unless we have to.
This way.
Lad, even if we consider looking for Tyr, how do you have us getting to Svartalfheim? You know Odin's had all travel between realms locked up tight.
Sindri said he had an idea or two about that.
Sindri is full of ideas.
Okay.
Huh. Ground looks kind of cracked there.
Yep. You punched that. Okay. I mean, if the ground's cracked, I should be able to.
There's a shortcut this way.
Oh. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. See, I was looking for places to climb, but I just didn't see it. Okay. And then we just gonna jump up here. Run around like those. And then we're gonna jump off the top rope like Jeff Hardy.
Ah, back to smashing through things for fun and profit. Lovely.
Go ahead and crack that open.
Did you hear of Odin's offer?
To the lad? Not much. They stepped outside. But he told us about it. I wouldn't worry.
What about the things he did not tell us?
Yeah. He's been doing that lately. Kind of keeping us out of the loop. I can't necessarily say that I'm a fan of it.
Remember when we fought our first troll out this way?
I remember you lost control.
We must tread carefully, brother. Danger is close.
Yup.
You okay fighting without a shield?
It is not my first time.
The shield is just an accessory. You feel me? Okay, that like really didn't do anything.
On your right!
You know what? I think I'm gonna just eat this. I'm gonna eat this real quick. Call this a strategic death. And we're gonna come back with some normal health. And we're gonna hoop the right way.
Left side! Incoming!
Shake it off, man! You've got this! Behind you, brother!
Ooh, that boy big. You eat your Wheaties, huh? You got it.
Nista!
Get hitting that dome piece. Bro, you're not gonna get me with that weak behind Euro attack. Yup. That was light work. We love to see it. Alright.
Phew. Almost home.
Brother, a word. Don't hold the lad's curiosity against him. It goes with being young.
In my youth, we learned obedience.
And is that what you wish for him? Brother, he's going to walk his own path. If you don't want him walking away from you, then smarten up and walk with him a while.
I ain't gonna lie. Mimir is spitting.
If we could find a way to open roam travel to Svartalfheim, I bet there'd be all sorts of useful equipment for us to...
Enough. We will go.
Really?
But if we do not find Tyr, you will abandon your search. For good.
All right. You won't be sorry.
Okay, I did that for no reason. All right, let's just go up here. We made it back.
Over here.
Sindri!
As I live and breathe, is that Atreus? It's been so long. How you've grown.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you'll follow me, Brock mentioned he needed somewhere safe to spend the night, and I believe your favorite dwarves.
So
can help
that's
you
what
out
we're
with that.
doing.
We're still your favorite dwarves, right?
You're still the only dwarves we know.
I'll take it.
Go ahead and rebuild that joint up.
After you, my friends.
All
Where are we
right.
going?
The cleanest.
Surviving
cabin in all
Thumble.
the 9
I said
realms,
Thumble.
and I'd
Fimbulwinter
prefer it to stay that
completed.
way. Not looking at anyone in particular. Kratos. After that Thor incident, we thought we should make up some rooms till you can figure out your next moves. Nearly there.
Where we at? Okay.
As you can see, we've settled here in the realm between realms.
Ooh.
It's nothing
Okay.
much, but it's safe from Fimbulwinter, safe from Odin's eyes. And you really can't beat the view if you're into shimmering gray voids.
I ain't gonna lie,
That's
Sindri.
amazing, Sin.
This
We have a plan to talk
is
to
a
you
nice
about,
little spot.
actually.
Intriguing.
I'm not mad at this.
Come in. Come in. Now, if you would just wipe your feet very thoroughly, I'll wait. You're not gonna wipe your feet, are you? Okay then. Your bedrooms are there. The kitchen is just over there. Anybody need a snack? Kratos? Snack?
I do not need a snack.
What we need
Yeah,
is your help getting to Svartalfheim so we
You
can
ain't got
try
no
and rescue Tyr.
Doritos,
Alive? I mean, that's...
no Rice Krispies.
It's okay. I told him everything.
everything?
You aided my son disobeying me.
No, I kept an eye on him. On your behalf. Nothing risky. Everything very safe. Somebody else speak.
What's important right now is that we try and open up travel between realms again. You said you know a way?
Yes, I do. It's just a lot of mud.
Then why haven't you opened the way already, man?
Well, to be frank, there was something we needed your help with.
Right.
Oh! The Holder brothers finally require the services of the smartest man alive.
That's it precisely.
Hey! Not so fast. How'd that get in here? What the hell is he anyway?
That is my son.
Well, what in all yarns me that happened to him?
He
Too damn tall.
he grew
now, and he looks like that.
an older version of himself.
I blame you.
I mean, I am
Now,
his
come on
father,
now,
so
let's get him something that fits at least.
He's just getting older, you dark prat. Didn't you ever have an awkward phase in your youth?
Hey,
I suppose what's done is done. But you'll be putting your foot down from now on if you know what's good.
Oh, he's trying. Believe me.
All right, let's gear you fuckers up before you go off gallivanting.
why you have to say all of that
You
though?
know this.
Busted up good. Wouldn't you rather I just whip you up a new one?
It is important to me.
Well, I'll see what I can do. In the meanwhile, how about I fix you up with something to get you by?
Okay.
Found some items you left behind, tossed them in the chest. What would you do without me?
I'm gonna go
Soft
look around.
food says soft
Check out
food.
my room.
Okay.
Tell Sindri when you're ready.
Let me just look around a little bit.
This place is great, Sindri. You built it all yourself?
You know it.
I mean, it does look nice. I will give you your props. You did your thing here.
Everything all right, I hope?
Now talk to me. What do we have to do?
Unlock the realms.
We'll just need something from back at the workshop. Follow me, and be sure to bring the head. So, where exactly is Tyr being held?
He's imprisoned in a mine somewhere. That's all we know so far.
The realm is full of mines, you realize. You'll need help narrowing it down. Oh, you should talk to Durlin.
Who is Durlin?
He's a cousin of ours, sort of. Works for the city on safety issues. Should have access to all kinds of information on mines. And I know he's no friend of Odin. That's why your mother sought his help when she was trying to whip up a rebellion. Ready?
A rebellion? Did you know about that?
I did not.
A rebel leader who knew Mom. Sounds like exactly what we need.
I think you missed the ta-da.
What is it?
Never mind. I'll have this oiled up in no time. Meet you at the gateway outside.
Rebel leader, Durlin? If that ain't giving a hound a haircut.
Huh?
And you just remember things however they pop into your bean, don't you? I suppose you think Durlin...
Anyways.
All right. See you out there, Sindri. You hear that?
All that yapping is not needed.
We'll just need the Bifrost in the head. Brock, do the touching.
Oh, this would be the part requiring my assistance then.
You said it. This device here has been crafted to your measurements. It'll help you get a better look at the problem with those Bifrost eyes of yours.
So, do I control this thing somehow then?
Oh, no. This is just to hold you in place while we shine this light in your eyes.
Oh, Cindy, you sodding bastard!
All right, temporary blindness.
Open now. I was really hoping not to use the eyelid clamps.
Do it!
That's it. Good. Now, release.
Still unpleasant.
That's our cue. Come on, hurry.
I'm coming!
I ain't gonna lie.
Rascal got
Hey,
heads,
who's
man.
big?
What was that for?
You'll see soon enough. Just there. That should do it.
So now he can use this door to go through the
I'll show you
other room.
damage, you wee fuck. Kratos, throw me at him. Horns first.
Can't you take a joke?
No way Ramir's getting this violent. Let's go ahead and make that travel then.
The Bifrost is broken.
Now that we've reconfigured these gateways to use Yggdrasil seeds, you won't need a travel table or a Bifrost lamp anymore.
I also used it for light.
Okay, good note. I'll figure something out, but first, come on, let me show you how it works.
You use the rock to knock on the door, and then the door opens. Okay. Going straight to whatever
This
the
should
word
take you
is.
to the wetlands outside Nidavellir City. Just make your way to the town square and ask for Durlin at the tavern.
You sure they'll know him at the tavern?
Durlin's always been an inveterate inebriate. I suppose he might have completely changed, but in my experience,
Do you want to come with us?
Oh, I might drop in, but the wetlands are moist. And the Grim are everywhere. Hostile, slimy, foul-smelling creatures.
Okay.
Good luck!
Thanks.
Yes. Okay.
Wait, what?
I said
You're-
good luck!
You're not showing up?
Whoa.
Alright.
You feel that?
Now we're on the quest to Tyr.
Everything. Everything. It's warm.
Okay, we done made it to
Use his boat. We
Miami.
can just get it free.
Careful, lad.
Ah! Why are these things so fast?
More races! Left side!
Nope. Well, what is that?
I see we're already off to a lively start.
Atreus, you dropped your guard.
I got the boat free, though. We can head through these channels when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm just leave those open then. Not gonna lie, the boat look kind of sturdy.
I still can't believe Mom led a whole rebellion here against Odin and never talked about it.
Maybe it wasn't worth talking about.
Well, might have covered that notion.
What your mother did before we met was her business.
Did you ever ask?
No, it's
Eyes
her
on the
business.
water. There are resources.
If
Yeah.
you never asked Mom about what she used to do, what did you talk about when you met? Like, did you just say, "Woman, guard the house. I will go to catch fish in the river,"
Oh no.
and then leave for 5 days?
No. Your mother was far better at fishing than I.
So she was the one leaving for 5 days. And to be honest, Atreus, what me and your mama talked about ain't really too much of your business. Because if we gonna get into that conversation, we might have to end up getting into another conversation where I explain to you a couple other things that I'm not really trying to explain to you right now. If you catching the drift.
Did you see that over there?
Yeah, it looked like a gargoyle. But it wouldn't be stupid enough to
That wheel is
touch me,
blocking the
right?
channel.
I imagine if you can turn it, we should be able to get through.
So these are wetlands, huh? Pretty accurate.
It is a bog.
The smell is making my eyes burn.
You know, it is a fair bit more potent than when I last visited, now that you mention it.
Looks like the path continues on the other side of that geyser.
Okay.
If only we were in Midgard. That water would be frozen in a second.
Okay.
Tyr was a friend to the Giants. I wonder if he and Mom ever met. I think he was a part of the rebellion.
It's certainly possible. The god of war often advocated for the giants. Although I don't recall if he ever declared allegiance outright.
Wait, figure that out.
Looks to be an artifact from the Dwarven resistance.
Okay.
Mars Branter.
I'm not mad.
You may be well familiar with.
A little bit
Not really
confused, but
interested
not
in getting
mad.
these back. Better in his hands than out in the open.
All right. I think we got one of those Idun apples. Should be able to increase our like our max health capacity. The way this game going, we gonna need
Faster
that.
way to get down there.
Well, what the? my. That's not what I meant to do. Drop him off. There we go. Ooh, boy. Dauntless shield. Okay. We know about the stun. Prank him. Get him up out of there. Yup. Yep. Grab all of those. Make good use of those resources. Quick and nice grab. Now we'll just make our way down this way.
Okay, there's gotta be some way to turn the wheel up here.
Shoot, hopefully you can figure it out before I do, because, you know, make my life a whole lot easier, you know?
Give a man some warning if he's about to suddenly end up snout deep in cheek.
The ground.
Was that an earthquake?
An occasional but not unheard of happenstance in Svartalfheim. With all the mining here, the land's bound to be a wee bit bothered.
Think you can reach the wheel from here?
Boom. You know what I'm saying? Just some slight work.
Oh wow, nice job getting it to lower exactly where we need it. I was thinking, because it's so warm, maybe it's not that the cold hasn't made it here yet, but maybe it's just different in Svartalfheim?
Aye, lad. Fimbulwinter doesn't strike all realms quite the same way.
Weird that
Okay.
global winter doesn't always make it winter.
In Midgard it does, but as you can see, the effects here appear far more gaseous in nature. Observe the geysers. Observe the aforementioned aroma. These effects were present before in some form, but now there's new extremity to them.
Not gonna lie, it seems like Mimir's ticking. Per usual.
Right side, brother!
Where we at now? try to keep him in the air. Almost definitely try to keep bro in the air. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm cooking. If I don't say so myself, I'm actually really hooping in this episode.
Did they cap those geysers? I think we need to get that wheel moving if the water doesn't reach.
You feel me?
Yes. The wheel's moving and the gate's coming down.
That's dwarven ingenuity for you.
Back to the boat.
If the dwarves of this realm are anything like Brock and Sindri, it's hard to imagine them siding with Odin.
Well,
It might have been
too
forced.
often people are blinded to all but their immediate self-interest. Odin offered them safety, and defying him can be quite dangerous.
Maybe they just need a couple of gods to come along and take the fight to him.
Atreus, that is not why we are here.
I was only joking.
It's not a joke. Especially where gods are concerned.
This man is trying to be a savior. But like in a sense I get it though. Because you know, like if you got good things, good qualities, gifts and stuff like that, why not, you know, use them for good? Or to just help the less fortunate. Whether it be like a systemic thing, athletic thing, I mean physical thing.
Intend to recruit Tyr
You know.
as an ally for war.
I'm trying to keep our options open.
Options open for what, bro?
I'm glad we're out here, exploring a new realm. Maybe we could just try to enjoy the warmth?
Okay, here we go.
It's too fast.
Then how shall we catch it?
Flank it. Attack from behind.
Good.
Blanket.
Nista!
How? You know what? You got it. Oh.
Gotta get behind it. But how? You did it! Let's see what it draws.
Dang. 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 Hey, them things is crazy resourceful.
Father, up there. Halfway there. There's gotta be another chain to lower the rest of the gate. Can you see anything from that block?
Nope.
That's one of Cavassier's poems.
What is this?
Hey, highbrow.
Okay.
You should collect any others you find.
Nice little poems. Is that some Shakespeare? And you yank that down. Do that a good old yoink.
Lad, if I may, what exactly are you hoping to learn from Tyr?
Well, like I said, I was hoping he could tell me something about Loki. I'd also like to hear some of his stories. Traveling to other lands, giant stuff, and maybe about what it was like to fight back in the day. Just for the history, obviously.
Let's hope Tyr's in a talkative mood after being imprisoned for so long. Not all of Odin's captives can be as charmingly voluble as myself.
We have no proof Tyr is truly here.
Right.
That's why we're here to figure it out. To figure out whether or not Atreus was just blowing smoke into his
I
own
heard a leak
head.
earlier. Do you think there will be another one?
It's unlikely, but geological disturbances tend to be unpredictable. Welcome to Nidavellir, brothers.
Hey, dwarves! Oh. They're, running away.
I don't think they take too kindly to guests. And most importantly, guests that look like us.
An alarm.
I only sound an alarm like that if I still had my body and was fearing the notion of being
Look,
detached
see?
from it.
Why all that for us, though?
They are scared.
Most definitely an alarm, I'm afraid.
Why is everybody hiding?
Stay alert.
They know who team we playing for.
Hey, could we talk to
We
you
don't
for...
want any trouble, please.
There'll be no help, to be sure. Best we find the tavern Sindri mentioned on our own, and hope they let us in.
Oh, jeez. All right. Give me that
What is
upgrade.
it, dwarf?
I need it.
You know, I'm glad I came back here at least once before Ragnarok. Oh, if these cobblestones could talk. Then they'd have mouths. Filthy, disgusting mouths. Do you mind if I fiddle with your bow?
For what reason?
Oh, you are long overdue for a replacement.
That's fair.
Taking advantage of certain material. Ow. Structural sensitivity to sonic vibrations has been something I've been meaning to try for quite some time now.
Thanks for, finally trying it. What's it gonna be this time?
Patience. I find it's best to see these things, in action. Whew.
All right.
There.
We get our first. I think it's our first
Taking that gate.
special arrow.
Before you loose, say Skialfa.
Okay. Scooby Doo. Heard you. Scooby.
Ah!
Well, I certainly didn't expect you to disturb half the creepy crawlies in Nidavellir.
How was I supposed to know they were there? Watch out! Left side! Behind you!
There we go.
Okay, so, Derlin. Sindri, any idea where the tavern is?
Do I look like I've ever been to a filthy tavern? The sewer you just punched a hole through seems promising, though. For you.
Right.
It should lead to the other side of the city. It's not like you're able to open other doors around here.
Another of Kvasir's poems.
Had to come back and get that.
One less feathery spy.
So this lockdown really is because of us?
Oh my, yes. Odin's grip on this realm is so firm, any outsider is considered a threat.
Sounds like an Odinism if I ever heard one.
Big old powerful Odin is afraid of outsiders. Who would have ever known? Well, let's go ahead and go through here.
Best of luck.
Appreciate
An
you.
outsider is considered a threat. Is that to protect the dwarves?
It sounds like it. But knowing Odin, there's sure to be an ulterior motive.
Well, everyone's hiding on this side too.
Odin's occupation of this realm has its hooks in deep.
But there aren't any guards patrolling. We're clearly not a threat. Why hide?
Resist and you're made an example of, to keep the rest in line. Self-preservation can outweigh bravery for even the strongest of folk.
Fear keeps them safe and alive.
Darren's
Okay.
gotta be around here somewhere.
Looks like we just gonna have to
Maybe we
run
can try
through it.
knocking on some doors for directions.
No.
Let's just keep moving.
I'm just looking around, scoping out the scenery, you know.
A firebomb from the chief anti-Odin propagandist in Durlin's rebellion. Quite a sharp
Okay.
one she had until she turned to subtle means of resistance.
Excuse me, but we're looking for...
Nothing for you here. I don't care what you want. No food, no encouraging words, no nothing. Leave!
Well, if he said no nothing, that means she might have something, right? Right? No. Oh, here it is.
Scott.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a really convenient tip.
This looks promising, right? Less like a house. If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You.
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. He's tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
That is fair.
None taken. Fair point, though.
Very well.
Okay. All right, we're just gonna make our way back in here. I was thinking that we were gonna have a fight outside, but since we're going inside, there's no point in me just like holding on to that. We're going to stomp on that and then go back in there.
Hello?
Watch yourselves. Apparently, there are intruders about.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours named Durlin.
Well, we both know that's not true. Durlin's got no friends left. But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the river.
Okay, cool.
Just don't go making trouble for the rest of us. And while you travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess.
What mess?
Later, brother.
Seems like we got some stuff to talk about and some stuff to find out.
Sorry, one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
What is that?
It's beautiful. Thanks, Sindri.
It is beautiful, isn't it? It's also very useful. You'll be able to find anything your heart desires with it.
Really?
As long as your heart desires the locations your father and you decide and plot to travel together, then yes.
It is a compass.
Ah, but a beautiful compass. Now,
Shiny, pretty. Looking up. A dwarven compass, map, and guide. Press the left side of the touchpad to jump to the map. Okay. No, yada yada. Okay.
Come. A boat cannot be far.
Huh. Earlier, Sindri made it sound like Durlin was some sort of rebellion leader. Doesn't sound like anyone's following him.
Was being the key word here, little brother.
Okay, cool.
There's a building just past these rocks behind me. Maybe we should head that way.
Ramir, why do the dwarves hate you?
Yeah, let me know.
In the bay just beyond this tunnel, I helped build some mining rigs.
What about them?
They're a mistake of mine, from quite a long time ago. If you've got the time, I'd have us turn them off.
That makes sense. But I'll probably end up doing that in my own time.
But if you don't want to explore now, it looks like Durlin's place is through that open gate to the left.
And that's the way we're going.
So we're going to Durlin's? Makes sense. We could always explore those mining rigs later.
Good thought. I like the fact that you've seen the world
This
how I'm seeing
is
it, right?
the safety office?
Well, the sign a hair's breadth away from a head injury up there certainly gives that impression.
I don't like how empty everything looks, but hey,
Looking
it
for
looks like we
Durlin?
might have the spot.
You have an appointment?
I didn't even realize he was in the middle of the screen just then.
No? Has anyone ever had an appointment here?
That boy got on an eye patch. A see-through eye patch.
Think,
Why did I just say that? A see-through eye patch? That's a monocle. It ain't that like the ain't that the word for it? You know what? I'm not gonna look it up. I'm gonna just trust that I'm right. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments.
Accretion proposal, eh?
We are looking for a prisoner of Odin's.
Oh,
He's being kept in a mine somewhere. Some friends of ours said that you could help.
Where did you get? You chop her head off with that too, eh?
She was my wife.
yeah. That was my girl.
Dina and I wondered where she went after our little coup here failed.
Failed?
Yeah, come. Failed.
Faye is dead.
Rest
Yeah.
of them are. Ones left alive have to pay the price. I'm afraid I can't help you with your little prisoner situation.
But he could have answers on how to stop Odin. And free Svartalfheim from the Aesir.
I'm not in the business of crossing the old father anymore. Wait, before you go.
What is this?
Take this.
What is it?
A fine. Hygiene code violation for improper transport of a rotting head. 2 demerits for speaking the All-Father's given name, and, yeah, for fucking up my desk!
A fine?
Pay it at your leisure, okay?
I'm sorry. But if you're idiotic behind things, I'm finna sit here and pay money because I said a word. I said somebody's name. I was talking about Odin. And I didn't even do anything wrong to your desk. I didn't mess with your desk. Yeah, I punched it, but there's no visible damage to it. You know what I'm saying? And whatever else you said, you can go ahead and throw all of that out the window. Or you can shove it somewhere. I don't even care where you shove it because I'm not paying. I'm not.
Get out of my office.
I'll put you in a full Nelson.
Hey there.
So what about get out of my office? Don't you understand?
Darling.
You said her name was Diener? Oh, sure. Thank you. I think.
You lucky I can't come around this corner. Because if I could, I'd put you in a full Nelson and slam you through that desk. Really give you something to find me about.
Hey, this isn't a fine.
Not now. There are enemies ahead.
Oh, I chose the wrong one.
It's clinging to the wall! We gotta knock it down!
Shut that up.
Behind you, brother!
Yup, go ahead and shut all that down. Ooh.
Coming, above you!
There we go. Get him out of there. Yeah, let me go ahead and get up here.
Left flank, poison!
Behind you, father!
You know what? Why not? goodness. Boom. All right.
Behind you, watch out! Come on, Kratos, off your back!
How many of these people are there? How many? Because I need to know.
Poison, right flank!
Yeah.
Behind you, look out!
All right. Done. Golly, bro.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Saying.
I'm sorry I wasn't saying too much right there, but like I had to lock in.
Dwarf has given us a map.
Golly.
Sort of. You smelled him? But it seems to lead to a mine beyond that mountain.
Ah,
Tyr! Durlin helped us anyway.
not everyone uses axes and arrows to fight.
Okay. All right. Shout out to Durlin. He didn't have to help us, but he did. Oh. Run through here. And we'll just crack that open.
This thing looks like it can take us up the mountain. Maybe we'll be able to see a mine up there.
Ah, nothing quite like a dwarven train ride.
Go ahead and take the train. This reminds me of like one of the little like kid rides at the amusement park.
There's a name I don't miss hearing.
No one said it until you did, just now.
Durlin. He didn't need to say it, brother. It was written all over his face. Well, burned, I should say. Into his head.
He burned that into Durlin's head?
Failed rebellions tend to warrant swift and enduring retribution.
He is a captain of Odin.
Aye, and the bearer of Galahorn. True believer, that one. There are few things so dangerous in a man as lack of doubt.
Seems like we're here. Come on. This way. I can see another train. Let's look for a way to get over there.
Okay, reach the front of the broken train.
You know, maybe finding Tyr is our best protection. Seemed like Odin really didn't want us to find him. Once Tyr's free and can be god of war again, Odin won't have time to worry about us.
If that is his war to fight, he may have it.
You know what? Honestly, this episode was a little calm one. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here though. I decided to go ahead and stop here because I feel like we're gonna be getting into a battle and I don't want to like cut everything off right before we get to the battle. You know what I'm saying? If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Go ahead and leave a like on the video. Keep up with the channel. Go ahead and subscribe. With all that being said, I love y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and catch y'all in the next video. Y'all folks go ahead and be safe.